If you want to do this, you got to do this. If you want to do this, you got to do this. If you want to do this, you also have to do this. Welcome to how I built my dream life living in New York City. So let me just preface by saying that I still think that there's plenty of improvement that I can be making in terms of working towards building my dream life. I don't believe in the arrival fallacy, and I really try not to think about things in the context of once I get there, I will be happy. It's all about the journey, it's all about the process. I feel so grateful and so happy to be able to be living out the dreams of my 16-year-old self. As I said, I have a lot of improvement still to be doing on my own, but I'm, at a spot where I'm really happy with the progress that I've made and the person that I'm growing into. And today I wanted to share the things that I have implemented in my life that have really allowed me to get to where I am currently. I've made myself a matcha. I've already drinking half of it. I made a mint matcha because that is my favorite thing in the world, is to make a mint matcha with a little bit of agave and some oat milk. So, work-life balance. I am 22 years old. I work full-time. I am a brand manager. I work in the alcohol industry. Brand marketing is specifically something that I greatly enjoy. I love being able to kind of wear many different hats in my role and do many different things. It's so much fun. However, it is a lot of work. And the last two companies I've worked for have been on the relatively smaller side in terms of just, a smaller company size, but also experiencing a lot of growth, which is super exciting and incredible to be able to work on. However, it also typically involves a little bit more outside just the regular 9 to 5. Like sometimes it might be 9 to 7, 9 to 8, 9 to 2 a.m. Honestly, I don't think I ever really get off at work at 5 p.m. I mean, sometimes I will, which super amazed when I do, but truthfully, work-life balance is hard. This past week, I had the privilege of attending an incredible event with the company Rose. They're a hair care company. They're going into Sephora, and here is an example of me getting off of work and then immediately going to a brand event and then having to work when I come back, because that's the reality of it. I'm so happy to be home. I've had a very long day. I want to take a moment for the dress. This dress, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this dress. I got so many compliments on this dress. It's from Reformation. I got it a little bit ago. But yeah, that was so much fun. It was so beautiful. I feel so grateful and just so thankful to be able to experience such an incredible event. I need to get dressed into something more comfy, and I'm gonna do some work, which I am sure that's what everybody thought I would be doing, but yes, I indeed must work, because if I want to be able to go out and go to events, especially on like a Thursday night, I also have to be willing to work after the event and make sure that I am like prepared for tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to succeed in what I do, in both my corporate job, in even uploading videos for YouTube. I kind of always have to be multitasking on the go. There's always something. I love what I do. I'm very grateful. I'm honored to be able to get invited to these things, and so thank you to Rose for having me. I love getting dressed up. I love getting ready. I love just like being a girl and being able to do fun girly things. But in terms of work-life balance, the rule that I live by is the 80-20 rule. So 80% of my time is gonna be spent towards working and putting in the efforts that elevate me to get to where I want to be. I go into the office 4 days a week. 80% of my time is going to be spent towards doing the things that people might not necessarily see as super glamorous and fun and exciting. It's going to be spent towards setting myself up for success and working out consistently. Before I go into the office, I go to the gym 6 days a week. These are things that I have to be consistent about, though. So that goes into that 80%. The 20% part is going to be the time where you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I will go out for brand events. Obviously, like, it's very dependent on the brand. Am I able to accommodate going to this event because it is during the workday and I have to be in the office? Like, I can't just go to get my hair done or go to the spa in the middle of the day. Like, that's just not gonna work. What is the value that I'm getting out of this experience? Is it something that I'm learning, meeting new people, networking, et cetera, et cetera? That 20% gets allocated to going out to dinner with friends. Maybe that's after work, maybe that's on the weekend, maybe it's going to coffee, catching up with people. I try to be very intentional about how I spend that 20% of time because it can get eaten up really quickly. I think it's really saved me a lot of trouble just from overall work-life balance. Second thing, boundaries. Staying up late and going out is not gonna fit into my schedule like a typical 22-year-old, okay? There are some sacrifices that need to be made, and staying up late and going out is quite hard. And oftentimes it is kind of weird to other people as to the fact that I will not be staying out past like 9:30 p.m., 10 p.m. if we're really pushing it, because I go to bed at 10:30. I also usually will say no to most plans on the weekends. That 20% of my time is sacred. Having boundaries on that is so important because otherwise I would not be able to keep up with doing both. And the right friends will understand that, but I think you do have to like make that as a boundary when you want to be able to do both. Last but not least, structure. Structure is very important, and it kind of goes as a follow-up to boundaries because structure is everything. Having these boundaries ladders up to the structure that I require in order to be able to do my job efficiently and well, and then also go out, and then also work on YouTube, and then also volunteer, and also go to church consistently, and also like do all these other a million things that I want to do for myself. If you aren't time blocking and implementing things in place with intention, things will slip really quickly. So structure, super important. Now let's move on. Fitness. So as you guys know, I am on my fitness journey right now. I'm loving it. It has been so fun. I am very happy with the progress that I've been able to make in the gym. I still have much more to go, but I truly look forward to my morning workouts. That it is actually very difficult for me to take like a rest day because of just how much I love being there. Something that I get asked a lot is kind of this, how do you stay consistent? How do you keep up with that? Like, how can you make that a realistic and sustainable thing for yourself? And there are 3 things I have to say to that. So number 1, discipline is going to beat motivation any day. Motivation is very short-lived, very short bursts of energy. It might get you to the gym once, but it's not going to keep you going to the gym 6 days a week. Discipline is what will get you there, and discipline is what is needed to make progress on any results. There's no hack. It's literally just consistency and being prepared to accept the friction. If you're trying to become a runner, the first half a mile might be really hard, and you just have to keep going. You gotta keep going, you gotta embrace the friction. I think that's something that can be applied to anything in life, honestly. Second thing is kind of romanticizing your environment. So it's not expensive to work out unless you make it. I grew up in a townhouse complex, so there was this like lap around my street that I would do. My dad used the tracker in our car to determine the mileage of one lap around this complex, and for 6 years I spent so much time just training on that street. Like, I didn't have anything fancy. I didn't need a gym membership. It's very accessible to be an active human being. I do, however, think that, you know, elevating your gym environment and the way that you dress when you go to the gym definitely like makes you feel better and makes you a little bit more motivated to get to the gym in the first place. My third thing actually is going to be a little bit more of like a superficial thing, but if you're really looking for some motivation to just get you to the gym the first time, highly recommend listening to some good music, okay? Like, I have this one playlist that I only play at the gym. I have this like spatial association with this playlist specifically and the gym. And I only listen to this playlist whenever I'm having like a intense workout and I need that extra boost of motivation to get me through the set or whatever it is. And it is my party playlist filled with like college music, and I have been listening to that religiously. I will link it here if you are interested in that, but I would suggest having a good playlist and way to make it an enjoyable experience. Either way, keep showing up, keep doing your thing, it'll happen. Lifestyle. So, lifestyle in general is also another thing that I have made a lot of improvements in within the last, I'd say, year. One of the things that I love to do is romanticizing my life, and what I mean by that is romanticizing small moments. Like, it doesn't have to be the glamorous going out to these like parties and things. Like, it could actually just be doing your makeup in the morning. I love getting ready at the gym. I don't know why, but I just greatly enjoy feeling clean, taking a shower in the morning, and then getting ready, doing my hair, doing my makeup, putting on a cute outfit. Like, something about the like ritual of getting ready to go to work after a nice workout, like, I love it. And I think romanticizing your life is really about low effort moments that make you feel good. So maybe that's like meal prepping. I really love cooking for myself. My kitchen is horrendous and it is about the size of my like bathroom tub, but I will still make it a priority to make a home cooked meal for myself every single week, so that way I have a lunch and dinner. I have been doing my best to really romanticize the ritual of making myself a delicious meal and kind of treating it as like a way of self-care. In terms of lifestyle, eating well, meal prepping is part of that larger picture. Someone that has their life together, really. It's being able to feed yourself, take care of yourself, and make sure that you are well nourished, well fed, doing well. Those are things that are important to prioritize. All right, last but not least, personal style. I think this is fun. This is part of romanticizing your life. Here are some things that have really helped elevate my life in very low effort ways. Personally, I want to be striving for inner work rather than like physical appearance work. Like, it's not as much of a priority to me. However, I will say, as someone who has very limited time, it is super helpful to have these low effort things. So I would say haircuts. This is something, maybe this is just me, but getting your haircut regularly, I think, is so important to maintaining like a very professional and like nice appearance. I think I started getting my haircut when I was 19, but even still, it wasn't good. I wasn't getting like a good haircut. Like, I actually will invest money in getting a good haircut. Just like regular trims and layering it right, I think just makes all the difference in when I style it. The versatility of what my hair can do and look like when I'm in different situations. If there's anything that you're gonna do to glow up physically, I'm gonna tell you, it's a haircut. I was gonna say, like, clothing that will last. Clothing, like, I think there needs to be a little bit more of shopping with intention. I am very guilty of not doing this, but I have been doing more so, at least within this past like few months. I think splurging on clothing that will last, that are good quality, but are also like easy to wear, like doesn't require a lot of options. Like, I have decision fatigue. I will try and pick out my outfit like the night before, because otherwise it's gonna eat up like 20 minutes of my time trying to pick an outfit. Just wearing, like, I'm wearing stretchy pants right now. This is so nice. I'm also wearing a cotton shirt. So nice. I can wash it so many times and it's not going to go anywhere. Having those staple pieces in the wardrobe has been really nice in helping me, you know, look put together every single day, even when I don't feel put together. I'm all for striving towards being your best self and doing whatever makes you feel your best. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And yeah, please, I would love to hear from you guys. I'm curious as to what you guys are most excited about in your life, what goals you're trying to set, and how you see yourself achieving those goals in the next few months. Thank you for watching.